It's set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And this opening kickoff will not even reach the landing zone. It hits short of the 20, so that's going to move the ball out to the 40-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. Play action. Now Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And all the way in for the Ravens. Touchdown. Mark Andrews, 45 yards. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just two plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Richardson looking to throw this. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And Pittman going to have a Colts first down as he's up to the 40-yard line. Richardson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on? Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now it's Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. He had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Looking to put a drive together. Richardson to throw off play action. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Kyle Van Noy just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Richardson back to throw it. Connecting over the middle with Downs. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Richardson looking to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out right at the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Off play action. Richardson. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Richardson off the play fake. A short one there, caught by Warren. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And Richardson completes a quick one out wide. Shedding the tackle and gives him some room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to the air with Richardson. That one finds Pierce right side. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Richardson going to try to run it. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Richardson working from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And Mitchell from 8 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jackson now off the bootleg. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He's got his man. It's Pierce. It'll go as a gain of 4. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
They'll toss it to Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. A gain of 8 there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
A gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, it's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 57 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Lead now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That was Travis Jones working his way through and sticking him behind the line.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Richardson to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That time, multiple defenders Ravens getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
A tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. Travis Jones providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
This has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers set to take over once more. And he's had an early impact on the game. Sensational so far. And they'll likely be looking to find more ways to get him involved. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
He finds his man. It's Charlie Kohler. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On the counter, it's Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. As they've got it as we resume action. Jackson. And that will go right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Double jet sweep to start the drive. On this one, they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
No gain on the play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 28-yard line.
Now Richardson. This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Dancing to his left. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
He was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Zay Flowers and his offense about to begin their next drive.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson now. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Jackson. He wants it all for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Again, a good friend in football always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the lead will hold at 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them putting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Richardson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now Richardson back to throw it. That went out wide and intercepted.
Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
He was taken down by
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7.
brings up 2nd down.
Now it's Jackson.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now it's Jackson.
He finds Hopkins complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
On his loop for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because
even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Now it's Richardson.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And now here come the Ravens. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep. Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
To throw is Jackson.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
17 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Down at the 35-yard line.
This is 2nd and 8.
2nd down.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jackson in trouble, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together.
Quick throw completed by Richardson.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Throw left side taken in by Pittman.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
That's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Richardson looking to throw this. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Richardson. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you got to get some points here. Hey, you're riding it big time. Go get it done.
Taylor. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And a nice job to break free with 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jelani Woods. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the 2nd, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the 2nd quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And his throw is incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in the
He's got him in. Complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Henry running right. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Jackson. Well, that's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Henry up the middle. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
2nd and 6. Richardson completes a quick one out wide. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
2 yards on the
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Kyle Van Noy able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And some room to maneuver. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go to the cut and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 2nd touchdown tonight. And the Ravens add 6 to their lead. Luke now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the 2nd half. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Looking to put a drive together. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And that's complete to Mitchell. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Richardson looking to throw. A short one there caught by Warren. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They give the Taylor out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 49-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. 2nd and 5. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all